What's going on, everybody? I'm Primalliquid, and welcome back to my Final Fantasy II Pixel Remaster Platinum playthrough. My god, that's so much to say in one mouthful. Anyway, guys, we're on part number 6 right now, and of course, we did just finish off the Dreadnought. So that means that now it is time to go and see a lot of people's favorite characters, the Dragoons. Also, fun little fact, Gordon is about to leave the party, so just make sure you remove all of his equipment, okay? Obviously, well, actually, I think in this version, when a character leaves, I think they still leave their equipment with you. I don't think they actually take it in this version. Either way, I'm not 100% sure on that though, so I would suggest just unequipping Gordon's equipment anyway, you know, just in case, basically. Gordon, Minwoo, and Furion, I have one last request to ask of each of you. Please listen carefully. Gordon, you've grown so strong. I want you to lead our army. Do all you can to help Hilda. My liege, I swear it on my very life. Minwoo, you know of the legend. The legend speaks of the ultimate magic that was sealed away. The seal may only be broken when the world stands on the brink of destruction. I believe that time has come. Do you agree? I do. The time to break the seal binding the ultimatome is upon us. Furion, I would have you go to Deist, home of the Dragoons. I was told that all of the Dragoons were slain in an attack by the Empire, yet I refuse to believe there are no survivors in so noble a group. If we are to stand against the might of the Empire, I am convinced we will need the Dragoons and their Wyverns. If you combine your efforts, the day of our victory will come. Yeah, King's ripping, man. King's ripping, dude. So we have basically our next mission. We've got to go find the Dragoons, or at least see if we can find a survivor of the Dragoons anyway. Also, fun fact, okay, fun fact. Pretty soon there will be a change. Well, I say pretty soon. There's still quite a lot to do, but also not a lot with how short FF2 is, you know. The enemies on the overworld will be changing soon, so make sure you finish up as much of the bestiary as you can. Right, when the Emperor first moved against Deist, we dismissed the attack as a mere skirmish, but the Emperor feared the power of the Dragoons. He meant to wipe them out. Okay, so new code word, and then by using that we get to learn about the Wyverns. If you go to Deist, you may find Wyverns that yet live. A Wyvern would make for the most advantageous ally. You should visit the port of Palur and seek out a ship to take you to Deist. Okay, so now that we've done that, we've done in Altair, basically. We have literally everything we can get there, pretty much. So now we just have to go to Palum and get a ship to Deist. This is going to give us a bunch of new encounter opportunities as well for the bestiary. So again, you know, just make sure you try and fight everything that you can, just because we are going to need, you know, a bunch of stuff pretty much. And we're also going to start really trying to level all of the good stuff. You know, we're going to try and start leveling all of the good stuff here. So we've got Teleport on Furion, Berserk on Maria. For Guy, we're just going to have him level his normal magic, okay? I want Guy to try and have all 3 elements level 16. That's not going to happen. Like, I know it's not going to happen, but I want to level them all up just for later, because it will make things much easier later on, sort of in the last few dungeons, if we have all elemental spells at kind of a higher level. Plus, I think what I'm going to do is I might give Guy Ultima later. So just leveling all of his spells in general will be extremely worth it, you know? Right, okay, so here in Palum, we're not going to speak to the normal pirate ship guy. We're going to speak to Layla instead. You be looking for passage to Deist, are ye? Well, this be your lucky day. Just so happens me ship was about to leave for Deist. Be you wanting a ride? Doesn't this seem a little too convenient? Yeah. Yeah, maybe it is, but there aren't any other ships going to Deast. We're just going to have to trust her. My name's Layla. I'll be waiting outside the city for you. You will weigh anchor as soon as you're set to go. Yeah, what could be the worst that could happen from, you know, a mysterious new NPC that appeared and who talks like a pirate? What could be the worst that could happen, you know? Oh, man. So, we are going to get a new bestiary entry here. This is going to be number 44, the Pirates. Justin Pirates doesn't really say much for the space you got between your ears. We'll spare your lives, but your loot be ours now. Nah. Is it a fight you wantin'? Get 'em, boys. Like some measly pirates can do anything to me, man. Like they can do anything to me. We'll just teleport them off into space. Oh, man. Yeah, don't worry. The pirate fight is ludicrously easy. For sure. Nice skill, though. They have nice skill. Enough, I know what I'm beat. Go on then, do what you're gonna do and be done with it. Nah, we're not gonna kill you. We're just gonna steal your ship. That's all we need to do, right? We just need to steal his ship. What are you up to? You want to fight the Empire together? Man, it's amazing now. It's amazing how these characters know exactly what we're on about without us even talking, right? It's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. To your post, boys. Whether it be Deast or the edge of the world, we'll get you there. And Layla joins the party. Okay. So now with Layla in the party, we're not gonna do anything with her. She's not here in the party long enough. So first of all, new trophy, a pirate's mate. That's just for getting the pirate ship. Now with where we want to go, the world does kind of open up for us quite a lot, but there's no point going to any of the other locations because we will end up going to them later. So what we're gonna do first is we're just gonna stay on the ship. In fact, I'm gonna turn auto battle off because I'm gonna change Guy over to using Thunder Magic. We're gonna stay on the ship until we sort of get up to the far top right of the map. But we do need some extra encounters. So obviously we just found the Helldivers. The Helldivers are not the only encounter we can get here, though. So other stuff that we can... oh, Lightning's only level 1. Wow, that's going to level up a lot. The other stuff that we can get is the Killerfish, the Buccaneer, which is different to the pirates that we fought earlier. Same model, different enemy, though. Okay, and then we're going to also be able to encounter the Sea Snake. Those are the only encounters we can get in the water. It doesn't matter where in the water we are. We could be literally anywhere, but those are the encounters that we can get. Now, in order to get to the top right, because of the way the world map is laid out, we do have to go all the way down to the bottom right first and just sort of transition over, you know, the edge of the map, basically. And then from there, we can go to Deast. I'm really surprised that we're only getting Helldivers in the water, though. That is kind of surprising, to be honest. I really thought we would have had more. And pretty soon as well, we're going to need to start working on getting level 16 magic and level 16 weapons. You know what? I'm going to get Guy to work on his weapons instead. No. I'd much rather have Furion work on weapons, actually, but... nah. I suppose it doesn't really... no, I would rather have Furion do it. So let me give him the Sleep Blade, and also we'll give him the Ice Shield. Okay, so that's Furion sorted. But then his magic, man, he's the one who's been leveling Teleport. I mean, I could get Guy to use Teleport instead, I suppose. Just wouldn't work. Maria's still leveling Berserk, so that's fine. Yeah, we'll do that. The FF2 is really awkward in deciding what you want characters to do. I probably should have just focused on Furion's weapons way earlier. Okay, nice. So we got the Buccaneer as well. So all we're missing now is the Hellfish and the Sea Snake. And we won't particularly look for them right now because we can also look for them later. So it doesn't matter too much about looking for them right this instant. We are going to carry on leveling Berserk, though. Teleport, off you go. And Layla, well, Layla can just do whatever Layla does best. Doesn't really matter for Layla. She's not going to be in the party all that long, so you know, whether she attacks or not makes no difference. Like we could kill her off and we wouldn't even notice her gone, basically. But yeah, we definitely want a high weapon level for Firion, and we also want a high berserk level for Maria. Oh, Firion's sword was already level 7. Okay, I mean, if her sword was already level 7, that's not too bad, actually. That's not too bad at all. Oh, nice, we got the sea snakes as well. Okay, so the only thing we need then is to kill a fish. That's all we need from here now then. Sweet. Well, that's quite lucky actually, isn't it? That's very, very lucky indeed. Just a shame, guys, teleport is solo leveled. Such a shame, man, such a shame. I mean, I could just start spamming cure with him to get him to level it up. One of the things I have seen is the trophies for level 16 magic will not work if you get cure to level 16 on the menu. You unfortunately have to do it in battle, sadly. So I could get him to just start spamming cure in fights and that, but yeah. Oh yeah, I need to actually level up Isuna. Okay, that's what Guy's gonna do for a little bit. We're gonna level Isuna up a little, just so that's easier for us to do. I should probably turn auto battle off so I could do that. At least Firion's not gonna kill them both, so we can be glad about that. Because now I can set Guy to using Isuna. We just need to gain a few levels with that. As long as I have that going off, it's fine. There we go. Right, okay, so now we're just gonna level Isuna for a bit. Well, there's one level already. Do I still have the boosts on? Oops, wrong one. Boost. Yes, they are still on. Okay, that's fine. So we should be able to get the level 16s, ideally, sort of around the final dungeon. We are going to have to do some grinding in the final dungeon. But we should be sort of semi-close to level 16 by then. Because even with the times 4 on, even if we do absolutely everything that we could do right now, there is still no saying that we are going to get them. There is still no saying that we are going to get level 16 on everything. So we're gonna just play it safe and use the boost to save some time. Okay, so this is Castle Deast. Go away, don't come any closer. Oh man, I think he's scared of us, guys. I'm gonna tell my mom. Okay, you go tell your mommy. All right, so when we go upstairs, just immediately head west for a treasure chest with a cottage inn, and now we're going to completely ignore those 2 rooms for now. Okay, we're gonna go over to the right and go down the stairs, because there's a lot of treasure in here that we want to get. Also, don't worry, there's no random encounters in this castle or anything like that. So we are perfectly safe from fights. And then we're just going to open up a whole bunch of treasure chests. Most of them largely pointless. We're not really going to be getting anything, you know, super amazing or anything like that. But it's fine. It's fine. There is going to be a nice little 8 treasure chests in here, though. Sadly, nothing good. It's basically all just status cleansing items, which we don't need. We really don't need. We bought a lot, although we did get the wing sword. So, Firion, you can lose the sleep blade for the wing sword. So this is effective against flying enemies. Not super important outside Castle Deast, but will be important later on, because there are going to be, you know, a lot of flying enemies that we are going to have to fight, basically. Oh my god, no, stop! I want to go up! There we go. Right, okay, once again, ignore those 2 rooms. We're going to come back here in a minute, okay? We're just going to finish collecting all the treasure first. And we're still actually nowhere near being done with the treasure. Like, we're not even halfway, and we're not even going to be close to halfway when we're done with all this. Right, that was the last treasure chest, though. So now, we can go ahead and speak to the little boy and his mother. Oh, we don't actually need to speak to the mother again. I hope my son hasn't caused you any trouble. If he has, I do apologize. My husband was a dragoon. The Imperial soldiers killed him along with the rest. My son and I are the only two left. In the room behind us is the last surviving Wyvern. It seems to be trying to tell us something, but I cannot speak its tongue. If we only had one of the pendants, we would be able to understand it. The Cavern of the Wyverns lies north of this castle. The cavern may hold one of the pendants that allows one to speak the Wyvern's language. The dragoons fought valiantly, but the Empire knows no honor. They poisoned the Wyvern's water. The Wyverns writhed in agony until at last their breath. Alright, okay. So, we're pretty much done with all that. We don't need to ask her about dragoons or anything like that. Honestly, the Wyverns only because I wanted to, pretty much. So, what we need to do now is we need to, as she said, go to the cave north of Castle Deast. And here, this is going to be a very, very big dungeon. Okay, it's going to be a very, very big dungeon. However, we're not going to get all the treasure right now. Simply due to the point, there's really no need. And when I say there's no need, it's because we are going to be coming back here. We're going to be coming back here basically instantly. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in, we're going to grab the pendant, we're going to go back to the castle, and then from there we're going to immediately go to whatchamacallit. We're going to immediately go to the castle, do that, and then we're going to come back to the cave, basically. And then we're going to finish it off there. It just saves a bit of time. You know, there's no point going all the way through the cave now for all the items when we can do that later. Well, when we have to do that later anyway. So yeah, we're just gonna focus on getting the pendant right now. Sadly, though, there's not many new enemies in here either. It's like there's the Stackalite, but we've already killed that. Yeah, not too many new enemies, sadly. It's fine though. We'll be fine, man. We'll be fine. At least Furion does murder everything very, very easily. Actually, you know what? I am gonna get Guy to just waste all of his MP on Cure Magic, I think. Just so we can level that up, basically. And then when he's completely out of MP, he'll just default back to normal attacks anyway. Because then we can start working on getting level 16 magic, just for the trophy, Right, okay, so here is the pendant. You come across the remains of a dragoon. Something nearby on the ground catches your eye. There we go. So we got the pendant. So now we can just immediately go back to Castle Deast, basically. Now that we can understand the Wyverns. Oh man, 8 enemies, really? It kind of sucks getting all these enemies when I'm only actually killing things with like 1 person. Well, I suppose technically 2, because Layla can kill them once Berserk goes off. And then later on we'll also get a haste spell, which we'll also throw on. I just don't know who I'm going to put haste on. I think I might put it on Guy, maybe. Because then I can Berserk with Maria, haste with Guy, attack with Furion, and attack with our final permanent party member. Which will definitely save some time later. Because then I can do my buffs. And obviously Furion's got protective buffs as well that I can do if need be. But I still need to level them actually, don't I? Well, that won't take too long. That'll be super fast, that will. Okay. So, no. God damn it, man. I don't want battles. Just let me out of this place. Please. No, at least they can't really do anything to me. And now that Gai's Suna is slightly higher leveled, even if we get poisoned and stuff like that, Guy can cleanse it for us. It's like I want to say Suna only needs to be like level 3 to just cleanse everything. It's really not that difficult to get it all cleansed with level 3. And obviously level 3 is so easy to get as well. Yeah, the big one that's going to take time to level is going to be weapons. It is going to be weapons, unfortunately. I mean, I could just grind in the final dungeon, because obviously, you know, there's a lot of enemies in there with really high rank levels. So we could grind in there, but it would still take a bit of time. Well, it'll be fine, right? Yeah, it'll be fine. Man, Layla's so weak without Berserk. I have to admit, though, I cannot wait until we get Berserk up to a higher level. Once Berserk gets up to level 16, it's so easy to do max damage. Like, Berserk 16 and Haste 16, yeah, that is ridiculously easy to do max damage with, that is. Especially with some of the weapons we'll be getting later. Like, if we dual wielded with Furion, it would be so easy for him to do, like, max damage twice. Ridiculously easy. We won't be doing that, though. Simply due to the fact he will have a shield equipped later, which will just make him completely immune to all status effects. We could use a ribbon for that, but I prefer the shield because I prefer him having a different helmet on. So that's why we're going to use a shield with him rather than just 2 weapons, basically. Okay. So, now that we've got the pennant, we can ignore the mother and the child, and we can go and speak to the Wyvern. We seek your aid in destroying the Empire, our common foe. Will you help us? The Empire's poison already curses through my veins. I will not escape the fate that befall my brood. So right here, we need to ask about the Dragoons. Shortly before the battle with the Empire, a Dragoon named Ricard set out to find the ultimate magic. So that's a little hint about one of the things that we need to do as well. And then if you ask about Wyverns, we get an egg. I have one last request to make of you. Take this egg to the cavern north of here and submerge it in the life spring. It is the last remaining Wyvern egg. If it is not submerged in the life spring soon, it will wither and die. So, we're going to completely ignore the Wyvern and we're going to turn that into a giant omelette, yeah? That sounds like a plan to me, man. I want a giant omelette. Okay, so now that we've got the egg, it's time to go back to the Deist cave. When I actually managed to get down the stairs, anyway. Right, okay, so now we're going back to the cave, and this is where we're going to literally start exploring everywhere. Okay, and this is going to be a big dungeon. You are very likely going to run out of MP in this dungeon if you're doing the same as I am with like spamming magic to level it up. Even if you weren't spamming magic, even if you were just using like attack magic and that, there is a chance you would run out of MP in here as well, just because of all the back and forth that we have to do in here. So I would be a little bit careful, but you know, it's up to you. It's up to you. If you're strong enough to go through just normal attacks, then hey, do it. You know. All right. So before we go in, we're going to use a cottage. I just want to completely refill all my MP before we go in here. Because then it just gives me those extra casts. You know what I mean? It gives me those extra casts that we can really make use out of. All right, away we go. So this time we've already done the entire upper right section, so we can completely ignore that. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to go down to the south path. So there's a southwest and a southeast pathway that we can take. We are going to go the southwest path first, just because it sort of leads to a dead end, kind of. But there is a lot of treasure chests that way that we need to go and get. Come on, stairs. Aw. You know, I probably could actually just turn encounters off in here because we do... Oh, wait, no. I didn't get the Gigas, did I? Yeah, I didn't get the Gigas and the Dreadnought, so I can get one in here as well. And I think I need to get a green soul as well. Yeah, I don't... Ah, well, speak of the devil, there's the Gigas, man. There's the Gigas. So yeah, now I think we just need a green soul from in here. The green soul's actually a really cool enemy because it won't actually attack us. It will heal us instead. Nice, Gigas, these are done. Oh, Berserk leveled up, nice. Okay, so we got another Berserk level. That's gonna be very beneficial. I'm always happy when I see magic level up. Oh, Yellow Soul, really? At least Berserk went off first, so at least Layla can also kill them. Might actually equip a second sword on Furion. Then again, no, because I do still need to level his shield up, don't I? Although that's not really gonna happen if he's not getting hit physically, is it? Yeah, that's fine. What's the worst that can happen? I don't really care about a shield level anyway. It's more for the extra evasion, and just because we'll be using one later. So if we're gonna equip one later, we might as well just start leveling it up now. You know what I mean? Because right now I'm literally just preparing for endgame. Okay, I'm literally just getting ready for endgame, simply due to the fact that we don't really need to care. You know what I mean? Right. Let's carry on. Oh wait, no, I need to go back to the first floor now, don't I? I don't think there's anything else down here for me. Come on, Mr. Shadows. Please die already. Please die already, Mr. Shadows. As soon as we get the green souls, though, then I can... Come on. Yeah, once we get the green souls, I can turn encounters off and we can just fly through here, picking up everything. Because still, we're not getting much in terms of, you know, weapon or magic EXP in here. So there's really no rush or anything like that to do any sort of grinding in here. So, oops, why did I turn auto off? But yeah, so once we get the green soul, I'll turn encounters off because then we'll have everything in here. And then we'll just sort of, you know, rush through, get everything we need to. Then we'll have to do a couple more areas, like the Colosseum, Reclaiming Finn, and so on and so forth. Once all that's done, and we have, once we have Record, maybe... Yeah, I think once we have Record, we will go ahead and start cleaning up the bestiary for the overworld. Because pretty much just after him is actually no, I'll need to do it before then. Yeah, I'll have to do it before then because I don't want to risk the cyclone spawning. Because if the cyclone spawns, all the enemies on the overworld change, and then we could run into a lot of trouble. And we don't want that to happen. We want to make sure we fill the bestiary out. But we absolutely do not want to, you know, get all the way through, do everything, and then miss one bestiary entry that requires an entire new playthrough. We have to make sure the bestiary is completely filled at first chance, pretty much. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Alright, there's B2. Come on, give me the green souls, man. No, I don't want yellow soul. I want green souls so I can turn encounters off, game. Speed is the name of the game right now. Although then again, if I wanted even more speed, I suppose I could just make Guy attack as well. Just leave Maria casting Berserk to increase my attack on everybody, and then I could just get Guy to attack too. That would definitely speed us up a lot for sure. Because then I'd be murdering 3 things at once. I would still rather level Cure up though, to be honest, so it's fine. Still got quite a lot of MP as well for Guy. So we're probably going to be fine with Guy's cure spam actually, but Maria's definitely going to run out of MP before we finish this dungeon. So she will eventually start attacking, which is where my general what's the word? Oh, Giant's Gloves, okay. That's where my general damage output is going to fall a bit, unfortunately. Which is going to suck, sadly. It's going to suck. Man, I just want a green soul. Why can't we get a green soul, man? Come on. Oh. Why haven't I got a green soul? I mean, I know there's going to be one in a treasure chest later. I suppose I could just turn the encounter rate off now, maybe just until we get to that, but yeah. Yeah. You know what? Maybe I will actually. Yeah, I think I will. We can get a green soul in a treasure chest later. So it's not the end of the world if we turn the encounter rate off here. Just so we can run through, get all the treasure chests and whatnot. Alright, let's turn encounters off just while we pick everything up. As I say, we can get a green soul in a treasure chest. So even if we miss it right now, it's fine. Won't affect us. Not affect us at all. Right, whatever you do, by the way, don't walk over that bridge there, because it will get destroyed and you will fall down to the bottom. Instead, we're just going to go around normally. Oh, speak of the devil. See, I knew we could get one, man. I knew we could get one. So the green souls, they're ridiculously weak, okay? They only have like 6 health, and they don't even attack you. They literally just heal you, see? They just walk around casting cure on you. So super easy fight for us, and it also adds it to the bestiary. So with that, we are safe. We're very, very safe, man. Oh, once it dies, anyway. Right, okay, so there's the green soul dawn. So with that now, we can very safely just leave encounters off, and we can just sort of run through everywhere, getting everything. Wait, I did open. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Sorry, I thought maybe I missed a chest, like maybe I forgot to open one that I went to, but no, it's fine. They're all open, so we're safe. You know, it's kind of a shame that we're still only getting mithril equipment here. Definitely a big shame. Okay, so this is the way we're technically supposed to go. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna fall down the bridge right now. So like I could have fallen down the bridge earlier, but I wanted to get the other treasure chests, you know what I mean? So with where we are right now, we're going to carry on going down. And the reason for that is we are eventually going to be led to a dead end, but there is going to be a bunch of treasure chests in here. So as you can see, they're all up there. 3 treasure chests in a nice little groupy group, and then 1 treasure chest sort of on its own. One of them is, well, this one is going to be a adamantoise fight. Honestly, don't worry, it's only adamantoises. You've been killing these for ages, and you get the knight's armor, which again isn't really that important because well, you can buy them from Mysidia. I think you can buy them from Mysidia, right? I'm pretty sure you can buy them from Mysidia. So yeah, it's not going to be anything special, unfortunately. Man, I love how high Furion's health is. You know what I might do? I might get him to attack himself later to level up his weapon. Just have him attack himself with like some weak swords or something. And then have people just like spam cure on him, because then I could level his weapon and I could level cure at the same time. That seems like a good idea to me, because then we could get that to level 16 and just like fly through. Right, okay, so now that we've got these treasure chests, we are perfectly safe now. So we're just gonna run all the way back up, basically. Remember earlier on when we went down a set of stairs just for 1 treasure chest? That was literally just because like that pathway just leads us down here. So there was no point going all the way down there for those treasure chests when we could literally just sort of drop straight down there. You know what I mean? So that's why we did it that way, just because it was an easy treasure chest to grab earlier. Even though I suppose we could have just waited to grab it now when we go back up, but nah, it's fine. It's fine. Right, so now that we've done all that, we literally just have to go back on ourselves and go all the way back down to where that bridge was that we fell down. Luckily enough though, with no encounters, it's a very quick and easy process. So we don't have to worry about that. There is only a few treasure chests left for us to grab as well. So we will have pretty much all of them very soon for this area. But again, that still only puts us really at kind of like a third. Like this dungeon is only like a third of the treasure chests. There is a hell of a lot of them later. There's more treasure chests in the later half of this game than there is in the starting half. So that's why, you know, don't worry, even though we're filling out the bestiary, but we're missing loads of treasure chests. Don't worry. It is perfectly normal. Okay, in B4, this area can be a little annoying to see just because of all the green, but there's nothing too much to it. Wait, no, thinking of the wrong area. Never mind. Ignore me. Okay, so we have another 4 doors, and as you can see, they have nothing in them whatsoever. Okay, none of them have anything in them. The one you actually want to use is the 3rd door. And then that'll take us through to the next area, where we are going to have a little bit of a boss fight, kind of, against the Chimera, which is after the egg. It wants to eat the egg, man. I wouldn't worry too much about this, though. This is another enemy that we've already been fighting. Pretty easy to kill as well. Like now we're Berserk up. We'll be one-shotting them with Layla and Furion. There's really no need to worry about this at all. Kind of wish Layla would have attacked them, though, just to finish that one off, and then Furion could have killed the other, but yeah, doesn't matter. They're both one-shotting now anyway. And you know, maybe I will actually make it through this dungeon without losing all of Maria's MP. Very nice. Very nice. Maria got some nice intellect there. Yeah, Maria would be a really good black mage for me now, to be honest. Intellect is basically what increases black magic damage. So that would be really good. Right, so now that we're here, we just need to use the items, throw the Wyvern egg into the water, which really, you know, considering it's the life spring, you know, I thought we were under the impression that the Empire just poisoned the Wyvern's water, so not sure that was a smart idea, but hey, it is what it is. Now at this point you could just teleport out. In fact, yeah, I'm going to teleport. So you could teleport or you could walk out. It's entirely up to you. We're going to teleport because I'm lazy, and then we're just going to use Guy's Cure to heal everybody, which will actually gain us a bunch of cure levels as well. Right, okay. So, oh, you know what? I've got an idea. I just realized I could probably just do this. To power level teleport, I mean. That's level 8. Let's see if I can still use it again. See how much it gives me. Dude, this might be a really smart way to power level on this version of the game. Yep. That's pretty smart. And then I can use Cure to just power level as well. Smart. Very smart. It will probably take longer than just using like Flans, though. It will probably be longer than just using that. But then again, it's not too slow, because it seems to be, you know, a pretty constant amount. So it's probably going to be like 10 UCs a level or something. So it just depends on if we're still in the same amount of EXP at later levels. That's not too bad, actually. That's really not too bad. That's pretty smart. Cure level up. Okay, so that's level 12. That's probably going to hit 16 later now if he carries on spamming that. Virion's nearly at level 9, but we'll do that some other time. That is a pretty smart way of doing it, though, to be honest. So I might do that later. Okay, so now that we've done that, we've actually got to go to we've got to go back to Castle D, swoopsie, and then we need to talk to the mother and child, and then we've got to go basically rescue the princess. I know, man. What is it with these games and rescuing princesses, right? The last living wyvern is dead, but the egg you placed in the spring remains. Someday it will hatch, and the wyvern will spread its great wings and soar through the sky for the rebels. The wyverns can't thank you for what you've done, so allow me to do so in their place. We are grateful. Sob. Oh. And now, the end of the wyverns. After all, it can't reproduce on its own, can it? So there will be no more wyverns after the one that we have, Hatchies. Okay, so now that we've got that, we've just got to go back to Altair, basically. I know, it's crazy, right? It's crazy. All right, so we're going to go back to Altair, and then we're going to find out that the princess is missing. And I'm going to use a cottage as well. I think next time we get to a store, I'm going to buy a bunch of them. Just because I am running a little bit low right now. Anyway, guys, I am afraid to say that is going to be it for this video. Still, though, I do hope you all have enjoyed. If you have, then please be sure to smash that like button. And, of course, drop a comment down below, as it really helps the channel out tremendously. And if you're new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any more content. As always, though, everybody, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.